Now this is a story all about how my life got turned and flipped upside down. And I'd like to take a minute just sitting right there and I'll tell you all about how I almost became the princess of a town called Top Billing. The year was 2012 and a great tragedy had just struck my family. And then I saw an advert on TV saying, "Become Top Billing's next presenter." And I saw this as an opportunity to finally start afresh and achieve my dreams of traveling, especially the African continent. But most importantly, this was an opportunity for me to become best friends with Oprah. You see, what would happen in my head? I'd be in New York and I'd been interviewing Oprah. I'd dazzle her with my wit and my crazy sense of humor, would hit it off and become best friends. And the rest would be history, as they say. You see, there were only two shows on TV that I would not miss for anything in the world. One was Oprah and the other one was Top Billing. And I saw these merge by me becoming Top Billing's next presenter and then becoming best friends with Oprah. And then in 2012, in June, on that momentous day, my friend Angelique and I, we took that chance. We filled in those forms and we sent it off. And we decided that we're going to take a chance to walk into our destinies and become Top Billing's next presenter. Hi guys, it's been a hot minute. That was really loud. It's been a hot minute since I last took a video of anything, but I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining my Still in the City crew. And so today I thought I'd tell a story. So this is story time about how I got to the final, I got a call back, I don't know, like we were like in the top 10 or something like that in the Eastern Cape for Top Billing. So you see what had happened was, okay, let's backtrack a little bit. So growing up was very, very, very sheltered. You know, my mother's very strict. So she didn't really allow me to like go out and do the things and be out in the streets, you know, like old-fashioned parents. You know, a girl needs to stay at home. A girl can't be found in the streets. So beginning of 2012, unfortunately, my mother, well, got sick a couple of years before that, or a year before that, and then she had passed away beginning of 2012. So I was going through like a sort of an existential crisis. Two things in this world, three things that I've always wanted, four things, five. So one of the things that I've always wanted was to become a Top Billing presenter. The other one was that I wanted to become best friends with Oprah. The other thing was I've always wanted to travel Africa and tell stories from an African person's perspective. And I think that love got re-triggered when a friend of mine and we did, what do they call that coast? The garden route. And whenever, I take a little trip to KZN. But I digress. And also become a radio DJ. Specifically on SAFM and Radio 2000. Not Radio 2000, but Radio 2000 with Just Ice. He used to be the morning talk show host. Anyway, I'm digressing. So let's get back to the point. This is about me going on Top Billing. So 2012, beginning of 2012, going through an existential crisis, and then I see an advert and I start thinking about it, start pondering in my mind, should I do it, shouldn't I do it, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? Anyway, so my friend and I, Angelique, we started chatting and I was like, "Friend, do you want to do it?" And she was like, "I've always wanted to do it, so let's do it." So we made the preparations, or we took pictures, we did the things, we drove to PE. Like we left East London, because East London, PE is about a 3-hour drive. So we left like early hours of the morning. We got there and we went, it was in a hotel. And we went to the bathrooms and that's where we got ready, because we're driving like in our PJs or whatever. So we got ready and we were so nervous, and I have an incredible amount of stage fright. It's funny because I do love doing this kind of thing, but I get stage fright. Even at work when I have to give a presentation or anything like that, I literally like feel like I could projectile vomit. Like that's how bad my stage fright is. And Angelique also has an incredible amount of stage fright, but we were like egging each other on, like, friend, we can do this, we can do this. My gosh, the things that we saw, people were wearing their matric dance dresses, like they went all out, they were ready for this. Anyway, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it my best shot. So they called me in. Fun fact, I was also wearing my matric dance dress, but it wasn't a dress, it was a catsuit. Ooh. So I went in, they called me in, and I did my script. I was like something about tree and three and blah 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 blah, because I had been really watching Top Billing since like Michael Mall and Basitsana. Then I don't think she was Basitsana Kumar, I think she was Basitsana Makhalimela, I think. Then Angelique went in and she did her thing, and she came out and she was feeling so despondent because she said that she felt like she had flubbed her lines. But you know, she and I are a bit of perfectionists, but if we don't get even the comma in the right place, like, you know, it completely throws us off. But anyway, so after that, I think we got into the car, we drove back to East London. I did not expect a call back. So it was a Friday night. Was it Friday night? Yes, it was. I think it was a Friday night, and I remember I was at church. I think it was youth, and I got a call. I was like, hi. And then normally I don't answer calls that I don't know, because it's normally call centers, right? They're like, hi, is this Stella? Okay, my real name, blah blah. Would like to, this is so and so, a producer from Top Billing. We would like to invite you to do a callback. And you have to come through to PE again tomorrow. So you made it through to the final round in the Eastern Cape. I was flabbergasted. Then I was like, okay, so first of all, my car will not make it, not even to Port Alfred, let alone to PE. And this is when, like, I really was so blessed with like really good friends, because when I told them, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to PE, I told my friend Lauren and Lucille, and Lauren was like, unequivocally, I'm going to take you to PE. I had to redo the same script, and this time was Joanne Strauss. I walked into the room, and in my head, oh, and then there was another guy from our sister church in PE that was also called for callbacks. So he and I were like egging each other on. I had decided that I'm gonna wear a dress that my mother used to, because my mother was a choir conductress in her heydays, and she used to be an award-winning choir conductor. So I was like, I'm gonna wear this dress. I used to always think it is stunning. Purple dress with like black squiggles. You see the video all over it. So I like had that, I felt all regal and whatever. So I was already feeling myself when I walked in, but that stage fright had kicked in. So I was busy trying to not projectile vomit while trying to deliver an amazing script and also impress Joanne Strauss and the other judges. And this is how it went. The year is 1997. A young girl from Tata who could barely speak English watched a television program that took her to a world that is full of glamour, travel, fashion, tall, dark, and handsome princes. And all it took were just 7 magical words: good evening and welcome to Top Billing. And so it just began to become an eloquent speaker. Use words like 3 instead of tree, green grass rather than green grass, and master the art of walking and talking. Fast forward to today. Fast forward to today. Fast forward to today, and she bowled the judges over with her charm, her wit, and her killer smile. So with that said, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to Top Billing with just those 7 magical words. Good evening and welcome to Top Billing. My first thought, after I got the call for a comeback, I really thought that it was one of those wooden mic. Like, I thought it was really a prank. And then when they were still impressed, I was like, I actually have a shot at this. But anyway, so we went back to East London. The guy from our sister church actually, I don't know if he put a Facebook status. It was back in the day of Facebook. Back in the day when I still had Facebook, I think he put it up that he was going to be going to Cape Town. He got a call back from Top Billing, and I waited for that call. And I realized that I was not going to be called back by Top Billing. And oh my gosh, was I crushed. Like, I literally went into depression. It was just also because I had been almost putting off the grief for my mother's death. So I'm not gonna make this grim, but yeah, anyway, I got into like a hectic state of depression. But I still haven't received a call back from Top Billing 7 years later. I think the moral of the story is that I took a risk, and though it might not have paid off, it took me ages to be able to pull that video. Like literally a few weeks ago was the first time that I could watch that video and not feel so emotional, because I really just had all my eggs in one basket. And I think the takeaway from that is it's okay to have all your eggs in one basket, and it's okay to get a lot of no's, because it turns I think it switches something on. It helps to expose you to what is out there, number one, and number two, it helps you to almost have boldness to say, this is what I really love and this is what I want to do. And I mean, I'm on YouTube now, 17 subscribers. It's basically a million. But I'm not doing what I love, and I know that I'm doing it as a hobby. But this is, I'm glad that I'm able to control my own content. I'm glad that I'm able to film what I feel like doing and edit the way that I want to edit and give the kind of content. Hopefully my content is always going to be improving, you know, as the months and days and weeks go by. But I'm at a point where I think I'm happy with where my life is at. I mean, I'm not saying this is it for me. It only gets better because I have realized I can do this, and I can do this my way, and there's a bunch of other avenues that I can follow. Yeah, so that is my story about Top Billing and how I almost became a Top Billing presenter. Oh, so the other thing, I was going through the comment section on the video, and it was so interesting how like this one guy was like, oh my word, she's so amazing. I mean, I got like what 5,800 views on that video, and this one guy was like, she's so amazing and they really should have picked her, and I think it's because of her weight that they didn't pick her. And I said to myself, child, I also wouldn't have picked myself because look at what I'm wearing, and secondly, I look like a damn full stop. Thank you so much for joining this, for watching this video. Please do give the video a thumbs up, and please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I promise to give out greater content as I possibly can get. I'm really gonna try my hardest to upload at least once a week. Have a lovely weekend further, and see you on the next video. Bye.